Hi there, this is AniBusiness with your friend Simeon. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about pig and catfish in this very video. If you will ask me the first question, which you normally ask me, between catfish and pig farming, which one is more profitable? Now I'm going to tell you it's the two that is profitable, but pig farming is a bit profitable than that of catfish because of the current situation we find ourselves in Nigeria, and the current situation we find ourselves in catfish business. I said in one of my videos, that's why I so much redirect people back to my YouTube channel when they ask me, I got your number on YouTube, I want you to be a guardian, I don't have anything I can render to you on my WhatsApp. All the necessary videos you needed are on YouTube here. So, and if you watch one of my video, try to check, click on my YouTube logo, go into the YouTube, or rather you subscribe to my YouTube, turn on the notification bell so that you can get more of the video. You check the YouTube, click on videos on YouTube. You are going to see the list of my video there, and by God's grace, you are going to find one that will answer your question, or rather that will be a guide to whatever thing you want to go into, whatever livestock you want to go into. In this very video, we are going to be talking about two types of livestock, which is the pig farming and also the fish farming. We are going to be talking about factors that bring maximum or low yield in both pig and fish farming in Nigeria. Factors that bring maximum yield, or rather the factors that bring low yield when it comes to pig farming or fish farming. Number one, as we discussed, I will take time to be feeding the little children with me here so that they can have something to eat. Number one, which is the biggest part of it, is your choice of breed. Number one, this thing matters a lot. You know, before you think of feeding your animal, whatever livestock you have, particularly in this video, we are talking about two now, fish and pig. Before you get to feed your pig, or rather before you get to feed your fish, you know you are going to have either one of the two in your pond or in your pig house before you make a decision to feed. So the number first thing when it comes to pig or fish farming is your choice of breed. Your choice of breed matters a lot because this is one of the things that will either give you maximum yield or rather render you with a low yield. When it comes to pig farming, we have different breed outside. We have the Duroc, we have the land race, we have the large white, we have a lot of them like that. There are some breed that are short and they will be big. There are some breed that will be long and they will be big. There are some breed that will be short and they will be fat and they are going to be tall. So we have them in different breed. Currently in Nigeria, you will hardly find pure breed of Duroc, and even if you are going to find, it's very scarce to get Duroc in Nigeria. So we have mainly the large white and the landrace plus the local ones in Nigeria. So I told you the choice of breed matters a lot because it's one of the number one thing that will bring you either maximum yield or low yield. If your choice is local breed, then you should know that you are not going to make a lot of money out of it. Maybe your expectation is to raise the pig to something like 5 months, or rather to 6 months, or to 7 or 8 months. Then you get your results, you sell them and make your money. If you now go for local breed, you should know that even in the next 1 year, you might not likely get the result you want. The result in sense of the number of kg you want. Maybe you want them to weigh 100 kg in the next 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 10 months, and you are going for local breed. You should know that you are not going to acquire that within that very time you set. The same way, if it is your fish, we have the Clara's catfish, we have the hybrid. Hybrid is made from, or rather derived from, Claras, mixture of Claras and Heterobranchus. We have the Heterobranchus on its own too, but I don't think you can get that one from the market because to get original Heterobranchus is very scarce too. So don't let anybody deceive you. There's a way to differentiate the two. Maybe I'll try to make a video on that some other time. So that is that. Then we have this fish we call pangasius. We have tilapias. So your choice of breed matters a lot. For instance now, If you go and rear tilapia in where people are eating catfish, you should know there's not going to be profit. Another example, you want to rear your catfish to something like 3 months and sell them out as smoking size. That is size 300 grams to average weight of 500 grams. And your choice is hybrid. You know you are not going to make money because the money you used to buy the hybrid will not come out. The money will be expensive than that of Clara's catfish. Instead, your choice should be Clara's catfish because it is less expensive, and within that very short time you are going to get your result. It's not like you're not going to get your result when it comes to hybrid. You are going to get a result, but after your result, the money you are going to earn will not be much compared to the one of Clara's because you are raising them to only 3 months. For instance, you buy Clara's at 30 naira and you are now buying hybrid at 40 naira, and you decided to raise them to something like 3 months and you sell them. You should know that the money you are going to make when you calculate everything, it's not going to be much. If you want to know more on this thing I'm talking about, there's a particular video on my YouTube channel that talks about hybrid or Clara's catfish for smoking size. Check my video, you are going to see it there. So the choice of breed matters a lot. If you get a very good breed, you are good to go. And if you get the wrong breed or local breed, let me put it in that way, or let me say poor breed, then you are ready to get something we call low yield or low income at the end of the day. I don't want to emphasize on this thing much because I still have few things to talk about. And don't forget that your breed has a lot to do with the feed you are going to be giving them. That leads me to number 2, which is your choice of feed. Your choice of feed. Your choice of feed matters a lot. Okay, all these guys are full. So your choice of feed matters a lot. Why? I've been saying this in my videos over and over and over and over, and I'm still saying it again. When you have a very good breed and you are having poor feed, feed that is not rich in protein, feed that is not rich in fat, feed that is not rich in energy, which is carbohydrates, you should know that your pig are not going to give you result at the end of the day. Of course, you have a very good breed, but your feed are poor. There's no how your pig will reflect what you are giving them. But if you have a very good breed and you have a very good feed, no matter how expensive or cheap, if you are able to make up a very good feed, then that means you are going to make money. So that is how the two works together. When it comes to catfish farming, I've been seeing in group, you remember I told you that I'm in some of the group on Facebook and some of the online platform that I am. So I could see people posting different kind of feed that are not even well recognized. I'm not saying they are bad, but I haven't tested them before and they are not many in the market. When it comes to fish feed market, this feed they are listing or posting are not much in the market. They are not well recognized and many people are not using it. So there's no way I can tell you. And even if you want to buy them, please try to check what you are looking for. If your fish are still young, you should know your crude protein are going to be high. So you should look for feed that are high protein, very rich in protein. At least your protein shouldn't be less than something like 45% inside the feed you want to use. When your fish are getting older, you should be having something like 30, 35, 40% crude protein with energy and other stuff inside the feed. But if your feed is already lacking 5%, 10%, or 20% of the protein you need for the fish at that particular point in time, you should know that the result you are going to get at the end of the day is going to be poor. I'm not talking about using a popular feed. They could be expensive, but at least know what you are doing and know how this feed works. Know what you are getting, know what you are trying to achieve so that you can buy a feed that is more reliable to use. So this will either fetch you big money or rather fetch you low money at the end of the day. So that is that about number 2. Number 3, conducive housing. Conducive housing. You know, when it comes to pig farming, I'm still going to talk about their housing. Especially when you go to East, you see how people build pig house and you are like, what's happening? What's going on? Is it by war or by what? You understand? You have to make the house of your animal more conducive. You can do automatic, you can do manual labor. Just make it comfortable. Just as you make your bed comfortable for yourself at home, just as you make your house comfortable for your living, just as you make your kitchen more comfortable, everything are within your reach, your sitting room, your dining table, just as they are comfortable for you, make your animal housing more comfortable. When it comes to fish farming, you have to get pond or rather fix pond, construct pond, build pond that have inlet. Inlet will be the thing you'll be using for your flow through. Yes, fresh water will be coming in and the old one will be going out. So there must be pipe inside your pond. By doing this, you are making the water conducive for them because the pond is their house. So if you are not refreshing their water, changing their water, either you are pumping water into it every day or you are bringing water from the river, the stream into it every day to change the water, or you leave the pond like that to get dirty, it will be lacking oxygen. Ammonia will be forming under your water. From here, it will be affecting your fish. Your water will get polluted, and from there, it will be hard for your fish to survive in. Let's think of it. Some of us, when we enter our house, maybe we leave the workplace, we lock all our windows, our doors, and everywhere, and we enter our house. The moment we enter our house after pulling our clothes, the first thing we do is to what? Open the window so that there could be what? There could be ventilation. If there's no ventilation, there's no how you can feel comfortable, and there's no way you can rest from the work you have put yourself through during the day. So that is how it is with all these animals. If you do not change the water, if you do not refresh the water, if you do not make their house more comfortable for them, and they are living in a very bad uh, housing pond, there's no how they are going to grow to give you maximum yield. Rather, they are going to bring you low yield at the end of the day because they are not going to grow. And if they don't grow, there's no how you can get the number of kilo you want to get within the time you want to get it to get the amount of money you want to get, which is the profits. So that is that about that. When it comes to pig farming as well, like I told you, in the east, you will see some of them, they will mount house. And even some of, I used to see it somehow in South Africa too. You will see some of these people, they will mount house up. They will build the main building, everything blocks with blocks, everything will reach up. Your pig need ventilations. Your pig do generate heat from their body, and they need an open space for them. Do you imagine why pig love water? It's because their body is full of heat. They do generate heat from their body. That is why they love water a lot. So there should be ventilation for your pig. Build an open house, an open housing for them. Make it more comfortable so that there will be breeze, there will be ventilation, there will be oxygen, there will be everything for them to enjoy. So even if you do this, the level at which they are going to be entering into their water is going to be limited. Their feces generate heat. Their body generates heat. Their pee generates heat. So all these things are not good. They suffocate your pigs. That is why some of us will have pig at the farm, and at the end of the day, you will see them getting sick often. It's because of how it is. No matter how you take care of it, no matter how you sweep, no matter how you wash that place, if there is not an open space in your housing, your pig housing, there's no how your pig are going to enjoy themselves. So construct a house that is more comfortable. If it has to do with automatic, you are going to fix nipple, pipe, and everything inside for them to enjoy. Do that. If it has to do with running water, electricity, and all kind of things, please do it. So make it more comfortable. Either it is manual or automatic. Just make sure it is more comfortable for your pig to survive in. So with this, you are good to go. Number 4, proper feeding. What are we talking about here? Some of us, when we stock our animal, we just love it when we hear on YouTube, on Facebook, somewhere on internet, or read on Google, and we be like, if you stock 10,000, if you stock 20,000, you are going to make millions of money. That's what's carrying most of us away. It blows our mind. Wow, I can really make money from agriculture. Agriculture is not like that. Number 1, take it as something you have passion for. Number 2, then start making business out of it. If you don't take it as something you love, something you have passion for, agriculture will knock you down. Let me speak it that way. Agriculture will fail you. Livestock will fail you. Because when you start facing the challenges, you'll be like, whoa, this is not what I read. It's beyond, now I have to stock this and make this. It's beyond that. There are lots of challenges. in this very business. So when it comes to stocking, stock what you can properly feed. If you know you can't feed 10,000 fishes, don't stock them. If you know you can't feed 100 pigs, don't stock them. Stock what you can feed. Feed them properly. How do you feed them? Let them have enough feed. And when it comes to proper feeding, set a time. In the morning, I'm feeding my fish at 8 o'clock. In the afternoon, I'm feeding my fish at 12 o'clock. In the evening, I'm feeding my fish at 6 o'clock. Set this time and make it a priority. If you start exchanging time or not feeding or not keeping it to time, at the end of the day, you might not get the result you want. There might not be a maximum yield for you. When it comes to pig, if your choice is to feed 3 times in a day, good. If your choice is to feed 2 times in a day, which I advise most, because twice a day for pig is not bad. So you set a time. Okay, I wake up in the morning around that 8 o'clock, between 8 to 9, I should have been done with washing their houses. Then between that 9 to 10, I should have done feeding those pig. It's just as simple as that. So, and you keep into this time. So immediately it's 9 o'clock, let them eat their feed. Now, when it comes to evening, wow, okay, they do finish their feed around 12, around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, I'll be giving them the next feed by 4 o'clock in the evening. And you still go again, 4 o'clock. Let them have their food and let them eat. If you start changing this time, moving the schedule, oh, I'm supposed to feed by 9, but time work would not let me. This one will not let me. Oh, I'm late. Oh, I'm this. And you are not balancing the time, feeding them anyhow you want. At the end of the day, you might not get what you want. There are some of us that even tend to forget. And some of us will say, it doesn't spoil anything. Let me just feed them tomorrow. If I don't have the time to go today, they will eat tomorrow. You are only causing problem for your maximum yield. The result you are supposed to get, you are only causing more problem to it. So please learn to keep into your schedule. If you schedule 8 o'clock, let your 8 o'clock be 8 o'clock for feeding them. If you schedule 10 o'clock, let it be 10 o'clock. If you schedule 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock, let it be the right time and feed them so that they can keep their weight balanced and also give them enough feed, which I will discuss later, even in this video. What number are we now? Number 5, right? Which is appropriate monitoring. How are you monitoring your animal? You have your pig, you have your fish. How are you monitoring them? For instance, myself, when I come to the farm like this, do you know what I do in the morning or in the evening? So when I come, I check around. Like I walk around the pond to check, is there any traces of someone entering the pond? Okay, how many mortality do I have today? I count. Are these fish hanging? I check. Oh, is there any white patches in the mouth or the tails of all these fish? I check. Okay, is the water clean enough? I check. Oh, do I need to change this water? I check. Okay, are these fish having enough oxygen? I check. When it comes to pig farming, I go to their house and I try to touch them. I try to play with them just to feel the warmness of their body. If the temperature is normal, I'm good to go. I check them. Okay, are they increasing in sizes? Do they grow bigger compared to what I see last week? I check. Okay, what is the activity? Is this pig dull or it's active? I check. Okay, why is it sleeping? I check. Okay, why are they working too much? Why are they troubling each other? I check. Okay, is she on it? I check. Those are the things I go around to check. If you are not paying appropriate attention to your animals, there's no how you can have a maximum yield, because you will always think, oh, I'm feeding them and that's all that matters. That's not all that matters. You have to know, you have to think, you have to come to realize that, okay, I'm feeding them and I'm spending my money, I'm using my energy, I'm doing everything possible to get a maximum yield. I hope this thing are given. I hope they are bringing out results. I hope they are, reflecting what I am doing on them. I hope they are producing the results that I want, even if it is not yet time. I hope it's working out. So you have to consider all these things so that you can have the maximum yield. If you don't put this into action, into practice, there's no how you can get a maximum yield. It is when you put them into practice, okay, something is wrong with this pig, there's something is wrong with this fish. That is when you will know how to run enter scatter. You will know how to run on time before the situation get critical, before the situation get worse. You would have find solution to the pig or the fish you have in your pond. So these are the things you're supposed to know about paying proper or appropriate attention to the animal you have at your farm. Number 6, satisfactory feeding. Are they satisfied? The pig you have at your farm, I talk about feeding. Some people, they just like that. I mention, have to mention, have to know what they are eating. They say they eat 2 kilo. It will only affect you. These people that wrote this thing, they want to make money online. These people that wrote this thing, they just want to give you idea. They just want to share idea with you. You don't need looking into that. Okay, let me teach you one simple way you can at least scale feed for your animal. It's as simple as watch what they eat in one day, scale it, give it to them. Okay, you have like 2 pigs, scale 2 kg, give it to them in a day. If they finish it that very day, still add like 1 kg, give it to them. If they finish it, then you should know that in a single day, the 2 pigs you have are going to be taking 3 kg per day. Now, if you give them the second kg and they did not finish it, then you should know, oh, they are going to be taking up to 2 kg or 2.5 kg per day. So when they still grow bigger, you do what? You test them the more. They were eating 3 kg before. Now add additional 1 kg to make it 4 kg. Then check, do they finish it? Yes. Are they satisfied? Yes. That is just the best way to go. It's not like I hear on YouTube, I read on Google. They say they eat 1 kg in a day. They eat 2 kg in a day. Stop looking for all these things. It will not help you. Because there are some situations you may think, okay, they say this pig at 7 months will be eating 1.5 kg in a day. And that pig is actually demanding more than 1.5 kg, maybe 2 kg or 2.5 kg in a day to give you actual result of what you want. Now you are denying the pig of the right. How will the pig now give you the result you want? It's not possible. So that's why I always advise people, Oga, I don't scale. I give them until they are satisfied. When they are satisfied, I leave. That is how I do my own feeding. But when I scale, like, they are supposed to eat 1 kg and I give them 1 kg, what if they need more to grow? That doesn't concern me and I'm gone. At the end of the day, after selling them, I'll not be panicking. I did not make money. I did not make profit. It is not their fault. It is your fault because they need more of the feed to be okay, to grow bigger, to give you good results. But you are denying them. You are depriving them of that right because, oh, you are spending too much. It is what you give them that they are going to give back to you. They are not stingy. They are for you. What you give them, they will return it back to you. So when it comes to pig feeding, please check if you want to scale and give them and make sure they finish that thing. So you follow that statistic and you start feeding them like that time to time. In the next 1 month, try to increase what you are scaling for them to see if they are eating more than that. And when it comes to your fish, you can apply the same system. Let them eat until they are satisfied. So once they are satisfied, and you are going to be okay. And at the end of the day, I believe by God's grace, if they do well, you are going to have maximum yield. But if reverse is the case, then that means you are not doing the right thing. They are not satisfied when it comes to eating food. So that is that about feeding them until they are satisfied. Make sure your animals are satisfied so that they can give you maximum yield. If they are not satisfied, there's no how you can get maximum yield. Number 7, which is the final one, is get a reliable idea. Try to get a reliable idea or knowledge about the thing you are going into. Try to get don't stop learning. Don't stop, getting information from people, but please get it from the right source. Not the people that will tell you, oh, I make 100 million from this last month. These people who are deceiving you to get views. It's not about the views, it's about your own business. We tend to grab something with our emotions and we try to blend into something like, wow, this thing can really be like this. It is when we get into that thing that we'll know that, okay, this thing is not true. For some of us who have tried this thing before, you can testify, you can drop comments under this video so that others can learn. It's not lie. I've had a lot of people, a lot of subscribers that do come to me. They never told me this thing was like this. I was reading something different until I come across a video. It was totally different from what I got to read. The experience is different. So please never stop getting newer idea. Never stop getting newer knowledge about the particular livestock you are going into or you are into already, so that you can get maximum yield. Like I told you, don't depend on what someone has done in the past 10 years thinking you are going to bring the idea into what you are doing currently now and make the same amount of money they were making then. Things are totally different. The business is evolving, so try to evolve with the business so that you can make money. Stop buying over expensive feed. You can get something cheaper. Check my other video when it comes to pig farming. You can get something cheaper. Even when it comes to fish farming too, you can get something cheaper and not that expensive that will work well for you. It's not about, oh, they say, I can do this thing to reduce the cost of this thing, and you are buying something that won't work for you. At the end of the day, it will be your problem, not the people that are telling you. It will be your problem, not the fish that you stock, because what you give them is what they will give you. So please get a reliable idea and get a reliable knowledge about this business, either the pig business or the fish business. These are the things together that will make you to get a maximum income and not a lower income. And if you are not doing the right thing, then you should know that you are going to get a low yield, a low income at the end of the day. So that is the thing I have for you in this very video. If this video is really interesting, that you like it, please don't forget to like my video, and also don't forget to drop a comment. And if you have anything to discuss with me, please, you can message me on WhatsApp. If you have business you want to discuss with me, just let me. If it comes to consultation, I will consult for you on WhatsApp. If it has to do with physical consultation, I can do that too. You can message me. Please message me on WhatsApp mainly. I don't take calls like that because I'm always busy at the farm. Sometimes I might not get the time to pick. So please write me a message on WhatsApp and I will reply you. So thanks for watching my video, and thanks for loving my video. See you next time.